Yo guys, welcome back to today's video. In today's video I bought a 40 euro quad bike, and in this video we are going to see if it will run. So the previous owner told me that he bought a new wiring harness, but it didn't fit, the connectors didn't fit. So yeah, he tried to make it work, but as you can see it's just a mess. So we are probably going to put a used wiring harness that I have laying around in my garage and grab that and put it on this bike, and yeah, then we can see if it turns over. As you can see, the spark plug is out, so I'm not sure. So let's grab some tools and start working. So I did charge the battery and I just hooked it up, and now we can see if it turns over. We do this by just putting a screwdriver in between the solenoid, and then we can see if it turns over. So let's see. Oh, sparking. So that sounds good, it's turning over. Now let's check for spark. It's going to be a little bit hard to see. No spark. So as you can see, there are a lot of wires not connected. So let me sort this out, and when we have spark I get you guys back. So I just solved the starting issue. As you can see, when this wire touches the positive connection with the battery, then it cranks over. So that's one thing we found. And now let's continue to search for the spark. So guys, I did some things to the wiring. I put on a start button. The light switch is now the start button. And here we have the kill switch that's also connected. So I just tested with this voltmeter. If we have enough volts coming from the stator when we turn over the bike, and the red wire gives around 30 volts, that's alright, and the blue wire doesn't give anything. And so now what we are going to do is check the stator side. Underneath this is a stator, so we're going to check it out. I bet it's pretty rusted, but let's check it. So let's see. Ooh, looks pretty clean. So there we go. It looks pretty clean to me, but I'm not really sure. The blue wire is over there and goes to this crank locating sensor. I'm not sure what would be the problem here. I'm sure that I have a new stator for this in my garage, so yeah, we can take it off and see if it will fit. So guys, I found 3 more stators in my garage. I put in one that I know works, probably, because it comes from an engine that ran. So, and right now we are going to put it on the flywheel and see if we have spark right now. So let's check it out. So the stator was hitting the flywheel somewhere, so I sprayed the light coat of white paint over it, and now we can see where it will hit. There we go. That sound that you hear is not normal. And now let's check where the paint is scraped off and see where it's hitting. So we solved the issue with the stator hitting the flywheel, as you can hear. Sounds great. Now let's hook up all the wires and see if we have spark. So guys, it's the next day. Right here I have the CDI, and I think I found the problem. When I took the CDI box off, it started leaking water out of it. So this one is probably bad. So I went to the garage and picked up this one. It seems to fit, so yeah, let's try if this will fix it. And also this one has a light, so you can see if it gets the spark from the stator. So then we know if the stator is good or bad, so let's check it. So as you can see, the light is blinking, so that means that we got a good stator here. So now let's check if we have spark here. That's a little bit hard because it's light, but... So there we go, we have spark. Now it's time to put the spark plug back in the bike, clean the carburetor and start this thing up. Before we clean the carburetor, we have to clean up this wiring harness, just to make sure that there's no false grounds and stuff and no shortage. So let me clean this all off, then we clean the carburetor and start it up. So here we go, I zip tied it together and now the wiring harness is almost ready. Mount the CDI box somewhere and then we can start cleaning this carburetor. So before we are going to clean the carburetor, we have to take a look inside this tank, see if it's dirty and it needs a clean. But to me it looks pretty clean inside, so that's not necessary. Then there's only one fuel hose right here and there's no filter in between, so that's a little bit risky, but yeah, we can see, maybe just put fuel in and see if it starts, and if it doesn't start then we can clean the carburetor. So we have to wait a little bit until the battery is charged, and then we can try to start it up. So meanwhile we will spray some lubricant on some parts of the steering mechanism and other parts. So I just sprayed some carb cleaner inside the air filter, and now let's see if it starts up. A little bit of fuel in and see if it leaks, or maybe not. Ooh. Now let's try to start it. So there we go, the quad runs. Next video we will be riding this thing really hard and see what it's all about. So subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content of this, and yeah, thanks for watching.